10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining.
Hello guys, welcome back here.
Radiant team ban.
Southeast Asian qualifiers for ESL One New York. In this best of 3 Trust and the lovely, the present. I'm not here alone. We did have a pretty long game 1 and behind schedule. The European games will be coming up if this game ends. Win for Trust. If it's just games, then the European after. But if we do go to a third game, I'll be switching over to the secondary ESL channel. Cap will still coming here, so. If you want to watch the European games, here is the place to be. If you want to carry on watching the Southeast Asian game, if it goes ESL_blue channel for us. But the draft is underway, the game has started, and my co-caster Musica, how are you feeling about game number 2?
I just hope you won. I just hope you give me some time to breathe.
Oh, that game number 1 was intense. Like, you know, I've seen 70-minute games before where things are kind of dragged out and you struggle for things. That game 1 was just fighting non-stop over again. Every time any spell was off cooldown. Hey, guys, let's use it. Let's go and cast spells. Let's kill heroes. Let's do stuff. Our Trust and Mineski. Again, this game it looks like no bounty hunter, no undying though, so a little bit of the early mid-game on.
10 seconds
Got Queen of Pain, Earthshaker, Gyrocopter. Electric ban, so a lot of the mid-lane magic nuke power is. What would you look for here for Trust?
Reserve time.
I think Clockwork looks pretty decent compared to the Spirit Breaker. Yeah, Clockwork would be the pickup. Because with the Spirit Breaker, it's not as wise charging into a Gyrocopter and an Earthshaker. But with the Clockwork, once you get the Blade Mill up, you can just simply hook into the Gyrocopter and deal a lot of damage. And yeah, you don't even need to come up. All your job is just to go in there.
10 seconds remaining.
Second ban phase, Trust. Ban things out like the Dazzle goes well with it. Great against her. Rave up and heal. Check out the
Radiant ban.
Interesting stuff. What do you think that is? Is that just like a respect ban against Jay, or that specifically against the mid matchup that they're going to be giving?
That is a really interesting ban.
Dire team ban.
Considering that they are the Dire. Normally when you're in Dire, you'd be looking up to pick up TA yourself. But I guess it's just more the fact they don't want to face the hero. Maybe they're scared of his nuke potential, his rust potential, or whatnot, so probably just want to take it out. This game we see Mineski going for a much more safe option though with the Earthshaker and the Gyrocopter. Most of the games they would normally start off with the more aggressive heroes, for example Storm Spirit or even the Spirit Breaker, but they seem to be toning it down a little. Instead it's Signature.Trust that's going to be aggressors in the draft.
That way. Now the AA ban there from Mineski, I guess. There's the old school combination which we Chinese, you know, years ago, 2 years ago, up until very recently actually, where Clockwork, Queen of Pain, AA, just literally walk around the map and find kills wherever you went, no matter who you were, where you were going, who you found. It was pretty much a guaranteed kill, just because you had the lockdown, the damage, and then that Ice Blast kind of tracer flying across the map. It was almost impossible to last through it. You couldn't heal, you couldn't survive, you couldn't do anything. I think that's a smart ban, even if it's not a... It's not a popular strategy anymore, the kind of semi-global there with Clockwork, Quap, and AA. But it's still a decent way to actually ban out against this. They don't want to be pressured. They don't want people. Earthshaker and Winter Wyvern. who are relatively static supports. They don't go ganking, they don't go roaming around. They like to stack, pull, defend their lanes. Cold Brace, maybe a little bit of grass out from the Arctic Burn. The Winter Wyvern will out the offlaner. But they aren't active supports.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, definitely. The AA ban would definitely work
Reserve
really well.
time.
The AA pickup would definitely work really well against the Winter Wyvern, so another reason to ban it. And it seems as if this game, Mineski is looking for a more teamfight orientated lineup. If they take the Darkseer here, it might be really scary for Signature.Trust to fight into Mineski. With the Earthshaker, Winter Wyvern, and the Darkseer. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Mineski's teamfight has just gotten so much stronger.
For us, you can see where they're going for the, again, age-old combo with Clockwork and Skywrath. They've got the Hookshot, Cogs, Mystic Flare. Killing people off during that is relatively easy. Pick off, Sonic Wave and Scream can come on top if you need it. Burst damage onto someone. But Winter's Curse, Vacuum, Pull Down, Fisher, Echo Slam.
10 seconds remaining.
It's not just one combo here from Mineski. There's 3 or 4 different combos trying to slide together, hobble together from kills. Trust. I think like the tables have turned completely here. Game number 1, I kind of saw Mineski and I thought, laning phase, you have to dominate. You have to do very well to build yourself up, get into these team fights, to actually have your ultimates, to have your items, stand a chance in the game. And they didn't dominate. They did sort of grab themselves back. They were sort of grasping at straws almost. Majority of the game. Trust here though. Clockwork, good laner. Crane, good laner. Scarth Mage can zone people out as well. But I think their last 2 picks are incredibly important. AM banned out. Just wondering if they something a little bit. Well, the Phoenix is
Radiant team ban.
going to be sitting in what, a support role here?
Probably. Yeah, Phoenix is one of those heroes that doesn't really get affected by this combination. Because when you're in AA, all the spells from Gigabyte Mineski means nothing. And realistically speaking, Mineski doesn't really have that fantastic heroes against Phoenix. I mean, once Gyrocopter gets his BKB, he can just get in there, turn on his flat cannon and just hit the egg. But before that, if Trust can find the levels on the Phoenix, considering that it was going to be a support, if they can find an early level 6, it could turn out to be quite good for Signature.Trust.
Dire team
Banning out the Phantomancer as well. The one role hero is still left for Trust. And it's going to be Lakel's hero. And I keep looking at this thinking, are they going to pick something like a Spectre? Are they going to bring back one of the Lakel's, old school Medusa, Spectre, Morphling, one of those heroes? Because very rarely see them. TI5, I think we saw twice. By How. Maybe even a Luna here. Speaking of How, Luna could work decent.
Oh yeah.
Like a poor man's Gyrocopter, but Lucent Beam, Ancient Seal, be enough to kill off a Darkseer, or at least force him out of lane. You've got enough magic damage, enough control. Then the Phoenix can kind of be focused on potentially running the dual lane with a Clockwork. Phoenix Clock can get up in the face of the Wyvern and Earthshaker, they can't do anything.
Time.
Yeah, Luna could give them that extra lane dominance that they need. I think Spectre could work out pretty decently as well, considering the fact that Mineski can't really go aggro against it, even if they pick up Spectre. I mean, having the Scarf Mage and the Phoenix works out pretty well. They're both good harassers, they have good long-range abilities that can just hit from afar, and it gives the Spectre the time to farm up. They're gonna need a really strong carry, though, to be able to stand up against Mineski's hero right now.
Would you want a natural BKB carrier here? Or do you think that with the Winter Wyvern's Curse, the Wall, the cooldown, there's just all these spells that go through or don't really care about the BKB, and it's not worth focusing? I don't know, just to name one, something like a Sven. I'm not saying that's the best hero here or anything. But would you want to go for a BKB?
I don't think BKB carries is good in this situation, because Winter Wyvern's ulti goes through it. The Darkseer, when he gets his wall up, and he will get his wall up, the illusions are just gonna hurt the BKB carrier so much. So realistically speaking, you either want to go for a split pusher here, or it's gonna be a Naga core.
What do you feel about Wraith King for?
Wraith King could be pretty decent. Yeah, he can soak up the damage. But against Naga, it's not really a good carry to have.
No, like I was thinking of Wraith King and then the Naga popped up and all of a sudden, Naga Siren, so be in the mid roll, then Darkseer off lane, Gyrocopter safe, Winter Wyvern and Earthshaker
10
lanes.
seconds remaining.
It's been a while since I've seen a Naga in the core role.
5 seconds remaining.
Last game we were kind of happy that we have the Radiance Naga running around.
Reserve time.
Cool.
10 seconds remaining.
Mineski's early game seems pretty weak though. They like the lineup
yes.
for Morphling.
Yes!
The Chaos Morphling.
Love it, man.
It's been a while.
What I wanted. Medusa, Morphling, Spectre, something. One of the Lakel's heroes, you know. One of the heroes he's known for. Right. Get into it. The Boombell supports Scarth Mage, Phoenix. My pro's actually going. Whoa. Hang on a sec. My pro has Clockwork. Is he just going to be switching to off lane?
No, I think he did this last game as well. He just picked the clock. He picked the Spirit Breaker and then he swapped in the end.
Mind games. The mind games.
Yeah, the mind games.
Okay, well, we'll see where they go with this. Now, Jules over in the Darkseer, Jesse Vash, Winter
10
Wyvern.
seconds remaining.
It's always interesting to see, like, role changing and Jesse Vash came.
5 seconds remaining.
And, like, he's been in and out of Mineski for, I don't know, a good 2 years or so. Every role under the sun. More recently, he was playing off lane. I loved his Spirit Breaker. Now, heading into that support role, though. Over to this. Now on the Gyrocopter, not Balancer. That was game. Jules, Darkseer, Jay on that Naga Siren, and Rio on his Earthshaker. Sight to behold, I'm telling you. Back on Rave, when he was playing offlane Earthshaker, or even sometimes the 4-roll ES. Ridiculously good. His Fish is on point, his Blink Dagger timing. He was one of the first players that I saw go Tranquil Soul Ring build. I'd always seen like Arcanes or Bottle, or just Brown Boots into Tranquil Soul Ring, and it's like, oh, that's a really nice build actually. While over in the Dire, Jabs, Phoenix, Abba on the Queen of Pain, and they're not swapping. My pro's playing the Clockwork, Boombell, Scarth Mage, and, you know, Kel's on the Morphling. But Abba is sticking on the Queen of Pain and heading to the lane.
Oh, that's very interesting. From what I know, my pro has always been the Queen of Pain Storm sort of player.
Yeah. My pro doesn't get his Observer Ward down. Earthshaker TP'd. Knows what's up. Scouts it out. He's even got sentries to try and D-ward as well. So my pro, with his ward position, you can see the pings coming out now saying he's going to place it over here. That there are very few places that this clock will go and put an Observer Ward that aren't going to be scouted out by this Radiant squad.
The Mineski, the Naga pickup was quite surprising to me. Like, the first 4 heroes was really good. It gives you the team fight, the damage, the early game. But now with the Naga, it feels as if the early game is going to suffer a little bit, especially since that Earthshaker and the Wyvern both needs... It's the same as last game. They both need the level 6 before they can really be effective. And if Signature.Trust can constantly abuse the fact that if they don't have level 6, they can't do anything. We could see Signature.Trust just abusing the early game and spiraling out of control before Mineski can even do anything.
Hey Naga, Lakel's Morph. I don't know, we've walked through a portal, we're in another dimension, or we've travelled back in time 3 years or something like that, but bringing back old memories. We'll see how this all pans out. But for those of you just joining us, guys, this is game 2 in the Mineski versus Signature.Trust best of 3 on the SEA qualifiers. But at the end of this game, Cap will be on this stream. He'll jump on here and take over from me for the European games. I will then move over to the secondary stream, so don't worry. European games are coming up straight after this game on this very stream. Then out. My pro, down on this Clockwork, is going to try and cog block these creeps in. Place his Observer Ward actually over to the side. Not placed it just yet. Meanwhile, mid lane, Phoenix plus Quap against Naga plus Winter Wyvern. This is a dual lane I don't think I've ever seen before. Morphling against the docks here. He does decently. You know, he can morph into agility. You've got good attack damage. You've got Arcane Bolt to try and clear out the Iron Shell guys as well. But you've also got the great harass onto Jules. You can run up to him, slap him around a little bit, splash his face with the water. Throw these bolts from the Scarth. Meanwhile, Clockwork. Very wary of this rocket barrage. One fissure and one barrage. It basically means 75% of your HP is gone, and the next time it's death.
Yeah, all the lanes are pretty standard. The tri lane from Mineski, Clockwork having to go up against this. Oh, what is he doing? Might get blocked out here.
Clockwork, yeah, Fisher. Oh, it blocks him. My pro is trapped. He's going to try and eat through the trees. He's got 2 tangos left. He gets through, but there's wolves there. There's wolves in the way.
The wolves are blocking him.
The rocket barrage comes through onto the alpha wolves, but my pro can't escape. He gets himself through the winter wyvern. Arctic burn finally breaks the trees around and try and deny yourself to the neutrals.
Oh, so close.
Jesse Vash gets the final right click in there. My pro pays with his life.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That was a really risky play by my pro. He thought the 2 supports were going to start pulling, so he went in to see what's up, and not having vision there really hurts the offlaner. You can't play as aggressive as you want to be, and you need to be extra careful of giving away kills like that.
He has managed to bait out a sentry ward. Okay? Oh, they killed the
how did they kill him?
Oh wow.
How did they kill him?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Level, like, they wouldn't even have had level 2 waveform. That would have been level 1. He just hit level 3. I do not know. I don't know.
There must have been a serious misplay by the Darks here for him to die like that.
Welp. The one thing Clockwork has done though, he's baited out a sentry ward here because
the courier in middle.
With the Radiant one, he loses his life for it. Phoenix. Oh man, the Clockwork meanwhile down the bottom lane, it's just kills and action and stuff happening everywhere. QQ finds another kill down on the gyrocopter. So I've missed 1 kill. I've missed 1 kill on the docks here, and 1 courier death. We're fine. Abba goes in with a scream, but a raging potato, Mr. Bimbo, Mr. J. Fine for now. Got his bottle, refilled up by the Phoenix, and now maybe they jump in for the kill. He's got the blink. Oh, 5 seconds time. Still only level 4. While up at top, Jules. Gareth Mage is called absolute riot for him.
This just reminds me of the days where Scarf Mage was just used for lane dominance. It's when you want to ensure that the offlane can't really get anything, you pick Scarf Mage. You just, with the constant spam of Arcane Bolt, there's just no way the offlane can really do anything unless you buy like 8 tangos, 1 self to you can just sustain yourself. But it's still really a nuisance to deal with. And the courier snipe from Jap was actually really big, especially against a hero like Naga Siren, where the Naga really depends on the bottle to constantly stay in the lane to farm. And without the charges, it could be really hard for the Naga to just stand her ground against the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, especially when Abba's actually got a DD room and is nearly level 6. Once this level 6 hits, the build he's gone is the 1 in Shadow Strike, so he's actually been able to get 3 Pain. He could kill off this Naga Siren. 758 HP. Her armor means, you know, nothing to the magic damage and pure damage from Abba. So once that 6 hits, Naga does have to be careful about leeching, about going into the creep wave, looking for last hits. Where's the Starks here? Still up at top. Surges away. Make sure he gets to safety. Lakel's last hitting like an absolute champ though. 21. 21 denies. And this is something that you always see from Lakel's. His denies are always really high up there with his last hits. He's always very, very on point with keeping playing equilibrium exactly where he wants it. Even if it does mean tanking up a few hits here, a few little ticks of damage from the Iron Shell. But he's exceptionally well. Abba now mid lane, he's at level 6. Here we go. The song.
Oh, that was so close.
He cancelled the Sonic Wave. And now he blinks himself.
Oh, he still wants it.
Forward.
He still wants it.
Go for the kill. He's going to get the scream down and turn it back onto Jesse Bash with Sonic Wave.
Oh,
not hitting the Naga. And Rio, got to be careful about your positioning there, buddy. Jabs will salve up and take up the tower.
That was so close. If the wave was just a little bit towards the right, it would have hit the Naga as well and possibly killing the Naga right there.
Well, up at top lane, there we go. This is how they killed him. Arcane bolts and waveforms. He's trying to run back to the tier 1, limit how much experience they get. But 3-3. Trust, I've got to say, they've come out with a roaring start here. Their laning phase going very well. Bottle on the Nagasaran. So much. Got the ground. Oh! They still haven't upgraded that courier. 6 minutes in.
Oh wow. Yeah, the supports are really poor.
Oh yeah, they are. Well, they've got boots. So that's the toss-up here. I guess with the courier dead, they didn't feel the need to upgrade, so they went for the boots instead. But now, Jesse Vash has been spotted. MyPro, level 2 battery assault. Not just going to get into range. But look who is getting into range. Rio. He's got the Fissure down on him. And MyPro body blocked up a little bit here. The Arctic Burn should slow him down as well with the Naga coming in. And the illusions. Riptide. Gyrocopter wants to seal this one up though. The Rocket Barrage finds himself a nice little cheap kill. Look at the Darks here. He's up in the dire jungle, stealing a little stack of his own.
Both of the offlaners are not having good games game. But in a sense, MyPro is making a lot more space as compared to the Darks here. Oh, the Darks is gonna die again. Dead.
That was a simple takedown. I mean, it's easier now. They've got Ancient Seal, they've got level 3 waveform, they're level 4 in the waveform. The level 7 Morphling now. Pretty damn hot. Up with the Queen of Pain and the Nagasaran. Bot lane, MyPro, the Fissure blocks him on the wrong side. So the Clockwork makes his way back behind that tier 1. Now he can start looking to buy his Tranquil boots. He's got a Mango, buy Tranquils, go into the Blade Mail as quickly as he possibly can. And the great thing here is, while Abba is farming the jungle and actually clearing out some camps, Jabs can be given a little bit of time middle lane. So we're looking at the Radiant and thinking, okay, their supports are a little bit poor, they're not looking so great, they have levels, they don't have items. They don't have anywhere to go to get these either. The Earthshaker and Winter Wyvern, they're static supports that want stack and pull. They want to build up bank for other heroes so they can leech experience from it. Maybe they come in with a good Fissure, maybe they save someone with a Cold Embrace, but they don't actively go looking for danger. Whereas Signature.Trust, they go actively looking for danger. Jay is screwed here with the Silent Sonic Wave combo. That's it, he's done. And Winter Wyvern was in the middle of stacking, so there was no chance to actually come in and save him.
Yeah, this is really just giving the Phoenix the much needed level he needs and just delaying the Naga. This game, if the Naga doesn't get his Radiance in a fairly good timing, it's going to be so much harder for him to get it as time goes by. Simply because they have the Clockwork, they have the Skyrath, they have so many heroes just to hunt him down.
Couldn't get the silence on the Darks here this time. Jumping forward with the Queen of Pain there. Back to Fountain. Oh, we got 1300 gold on Jay. Let's say he doesn't die again for the next 7 minutes. Got a nice little stacked camp here, which is take a little while to clear out with just Riptide, but it's level 4 Riptide. When do you think he will get his relic? And then when will he get his Radiance? Minutes? Well,
Dire's middle tower is under
if
attack.
he doesn't die anymore from now till 15 minutes, and yeah, I guess he'll get his relic at around 14, 15, and his Radiance at about 17.
If Jay can... They are going for a move down on bot lane. Fissure into cooldown now with the Arctic Burn. He's got Cogs to push back the Gyro. And they don't have a good way of actually chasing him down. They're going to run through the Cogs. Here we go. MyPro in a lot of trouble. Taken out by the little sneaky move there. I didn't see that coming. QQ cuts through the Cogs, walks through the Cogs, and then just right-clicks him down.
Yeah, both the offlaners are really suffering like crazy. Clockwork has barely any farm. In terms of farm, I think Darkseer has slightly more than... Oh no, Darkseer is even worse than the Clockwork. He doesn't even have his boots yet.
There's not a big difference in terms of net worth. Like, the Soul Ring is half of the Darkseer's net worth right now. But the Morphling has a Midas. So, Brown Boots, Aquila, Ring of Health, and now the Hand of Midas. Is this to try...
That is one rich Morphling.
Is that to try and combat the Naga's late game potential? Just make sure that you've got that sustained income of experience and gold?
I think it's more of the fact he knows the two supports of Signature.Trust can't really put much pressure, or they're gonna come for him now. But Scarf is there. He knows that the heroes of Signature.Trust can't really put that much pressure on him, so he's able to just really get the minus, get away with it, and farm freely.
Well, Scarf tanks the gank. QQ up to a dominating streak, 4-0-1. Lakels may not have been ganked here, but they have moved up 4 heroes to try and stop and slow his farm down. But take a look at the Phoenix. This support Phoenix, who was level 2 like 5 minutes into the game, has now hit level 6, has Supernova, and Queen of Pain with that ulti's come here to fight. They've got an Observer Ward down though, the Radiant see it all coming. But the Phoenix is here and they're going to back themselves up a little bit. Gyrocopter, are you going to be able to make the retreat? There's a Fisher from Rio. Blink forward, there's the Scream and Sonic Wave across the Supernova on the top as well. QQ going to get himself away and the Supernova not going to be enough. The Kells cannot catch. Cold Embrace though, the hook shot in.
Oh, there was a bad Cold Embrace.
The Embrace, it kills him. Hugged too hard by the Winter Wyvern, allowing the hook shot to come in, and Jesse Vash on top of the trees with the Arctic Burn. Maybe losing his life as well. ABBA can blink forward. They've got the flare, they've got the blink, and they've got the scream. Double kill out from ABBA. And there's Queen of Pain, making them pay. Meanwhile though, Bimbo, Mr. J, Mr. Raging Potato, 2,700 gold in the bank, and he's getting spam pinged by his teammates. Because you know who's coming in? The rest of Signature.Trust. They're actually running through here. He's got no TP. He cannot stop TP. Jabs gets the deny on the tower as well. And Trust are just outmaneuvering, outplaying every step of the way.
Jay is actually making full use of the space that his teammates have been giving him. He's 900 gold away from his relic, and he could be getting a relic much earlier than we anticipated. And with the relic up, with the Radiance up, if they can start the split pushing game before the 20-minute mark, before the Morphling truly gets online, then Mineski will be in a good spot. But if Signature.Trust is able to start putting pressure and start taking down their tier 1s before the Radiance and the split push comes online, then Mineski could be looking at some trouble here.
Oh, they're going to go up onto top lane again. Maybe bait out the waveform here. Jesse Vash has no ulti, so it's difficult to see how they kill him. The TP from Darkseer, there's the Rocket Barrage, and Fisher, Lakel's waveform a little bit off the mark there, and he's in a lot of trouble. Vacuum back, but Lakel's has no HP left. No magic stick or anything to save him. Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat, indeed, Mr. Gyrocopter. But that waveform, panic. Full panic from Lakel's. No idea that these two heroes were coming in from the side.
Yeah, that was just a really well executed gank from Mineski. They just came from both angles, just really allowing no escape for the kills. And look at the wards from Signature.Trust. They have 4 really deep and aggressive wards. You can tell they really want to just start putting pressure before Naga gets online.
Dire's top tower is under
Look at this, if they can kill the Naga here with a hook shot in. Silence needed, they've got the Mystic Flare as well. Do they know the
Oh no!
But Naga's still trapped in here, she's cutting through the cogs. And this could be the turnaround. Signature.Trust fish it up, but it doesn't land. Song 2 slow there on the offtake. Boombell dying to these illusions. Cooldown will drop onto the heads of 3 as well. The Supernova doing a ton of damage. Mypro with the Rocket Flare. Maybe they can kill the Earthshaker? No, not quite. As the Scarth Mage does get killed off by an illusion, but Jules, he's decided to join the fight. Jabs on the retreat, dive ready, he's going to get himself away now with the Fire Spirits placed down. TP, not going to be in time. Vacuum back and into death. 3 for 0 exchange. Offlaner and 2 supports out for nothing. And how did that Scarth not get the silence off?
If you notice, one creep actually went into the cogs with the Naga, and because of that, the battery assault didn't constantly hit the Naga. So the Naga was able to get a sleep off before the Scarf could reach, and that really just turned things around. That
would have been the perfect pickoff time as well, because Naga was on 3,670 gold. He was 130 away from the relic, and now she has it plus change. So exactly 15 minutes in, she'll get her relic. Looking at what, 70 minutes did you say on that Radiance? Maybe maybe a little bit over, maybe a little bit under, seeing farms, but Earth Mage. If only, could have had that courier with a relic on it. Still gonna go for this kill though. There's still time to slow down this Naga Siren. Still doesn't have a TP scroll. No song now as well, so there's no way to stop this aggression. My pro knows what it is. He's got a hook shot. The courier is trying to block the path, but Naga has a TP
the TP.
scroll. Did that get delivered on the courier just now?
Yeah, it just did.
Meanwhile, up at top.
They got the morphling as well.
Earthshaker gets the final blow, but QQ on the gyrocopter with drums held. Heading into a sounding Yasha now. Jesse Vash, Winter's Curse. Okay, so that started it all off. That's how they started it all off onto the morphling. And morphling with 2,300 gold, he's still building into that Lincoln Sphere, I'm guessing. Gonna get further and further behind. Boot to travel, okay.
Top tower has fallen.
BOT on the morph.
He's going to full farm build.
Dodge and farm.
We could be looking at a potential 80-minute game, Durka.
Thanks. No, that's fine. We get all the European viewers to watch some Southeast Asian Dota that goes absolutely nuts, 20 minutes in. Which is what I'm fully expecting here. I'm just expecting fight after fight. Maybe Naga does a little bit of split pushing, but nah, she's gonna fight. Jules has TP'd in here though, maybe into his doom as the hookshot does land onto him with the Mystic Flare.
He just disappeared.
Flies over. Tier 1 tower gone as well. Glyph wasting the time of Trust.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Oh wait, does Naga has it? Again?
Oh, it's 17 minutes. Exactly.
Timing. The calls.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
But what do we see from her now? So, it's Jay, it's Bimbo, right? He's playing for Mineski. He's got Naga, Siren with a Radiance. They're gonna smoke gank, right? They're not gonna split push.
Right under the ward.
They're gonna go and look for kills. They don't want to split push. They don't want to be boring and passive. Fight and kill people. Because, like, Radiance, okay, it's a good split pushing item. Probably the reason you pick it up for Naga, right? That's why you buy it. That is the
the Winter Curse!
Oh, God.
They used everything on an illusion.
Morphling illusion, or?
Oh, yeah, on the Morphling illusion, the replicate.
Oh, damn. But yeah, Radiance...
Signature.Trust knows this.
They just go for it, then?
Oh, considering Morphling's items, they can't really take advantage of it either.
But yeah, Radiance is a pretty good fighting item now. With that evasion, or with the mischance that you apply to people. Queen of Pain, Phoenix, Morphling, they're all right-clicky heroes. They do rely heavily on their right-click attacks to come through between their magical damage. Actually finish people off.
Yeah, the new edition of the Radiance just makes it even harder to just clear the illusions if you don't have any sort of magical damage up your arsenal. And right now, Naga will probably be looking to get the Manta Star, just to counteract the silence from the Scarab Mage. Once he gets his Manta Star, that's where he's truly able to just be a real nuisance around the map, making himself so hard to gank. And Signature.Trust knows this, and I guess that's why Morphling has been this full farming build. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Phoenix is going for a Midas. Yep. Yeah, they're definitely ready. They're definitely trying to take this into the late game. They know that they can't really end the game early against this lineup, so their best bet is just to drag the game out and see, and just to take them on late game.
Yeah, they're prepping for it. They're prepped and ready for the long haul. But as late as the game goes, the Radiant kind of gets stronger. Darkseer, Vac Wall, Gyrocopter's a pretty good carry as it goes on, but Winter's Curse, great late game AoE ability. Naga Siren is always like the interesting debate whether or not she's a good late game carry or not, because I don't think in the normal sense she's not a carry. She's a farming hero that does stuff, but the stuff she does isn't killing people or actually going to take objectives. She sits back, she usually gets behind on experience, but she outfarms. Outfarms, and she makes sure that you can't farm safely yourself. Out lanes, back, and she also means that you can't play aggressively. You can't go and do these 5-man smokes, you can't run into Roshan, you can't go and take control of the enemy jungle. Because enemy jungle is going to be empty. The enemy jungle is going to be swarming with Radiance burning illusions. Just makes everything really awkward for you. rather than being that, frontline, I'm gonna kill you all with my massive amounts of damage. Just irritating. Deal with. Naga illusion. Are they gonna go for it? Yep, they're gonna go for it.
Oh, they got baited.
How the tables have turned. That was just like the perfect little dance though. Because they saw the real Naga run this way. And then the illusion runs this way while the actual hero runs that way. Perfect. Jay there on the Naga Siren. QQ farming away in the date and Dire, Radiant, Dire. Yep, Dire, jungle. Freezing my tongue. Couldn't understand words. Jules with a mech. Darkseer as well as his arcane boots and side swipe across. Jesse Vash, Winter's Curse once again up and running, and Rior. Yeah, I was looking at this. He's up to 1700 gold. His Blink Dagger is pretty damn close. They've got the curse on the Kells. Fisher now, and they'll finish him off. This Morphling cannot last through this damage. He can't survive through the lockdown either.
Yeah, he really needs a Lincoln Sphere. The Winter Curse is just making him unable to use his replicate properly. Being such that the curse range is so huge, you normally get hit by it before you can even see it. And this is what makes Winter Wyvern such a valuable hero.
Needs that Lincolns desperately, which I'm kind of interested why you'd go for the Boots of Travel. But if he wants to dodge the fights and maybe try and deal with the Naga Siren, then makes sense. Maybe enough, he'll start making little replicates of the Naga though. Get those Radiant Illusions of his own, run them around and burn through creep waves, show them what they're made of. But my pro of this Clockwork, he's struggling to find his Blade Mail. He's actually using Battery Assault and Rocket Flare to handle the Naga Illusions.
Yeah, Naga is just starting to get annoying. At this point of time, as a Naga player, you would be asking yourself, would you rather go into the Octarine core build or the Manta Diffusal normal fighting build? Because both builds has its own usefulness. For example, the Octarine core allows you to just annoy the entire map more with your illusions, as compared to fighting with your real hero. Whereas if you go the Manta Diffuser route, your illusions have much higher killing potential rather than just being annoying.
I'm not too sure. Because it's Mineski, I feel like the fighting build is going to come out, but I don't know. I just don't know. The Kells, that Lincoln Sphere, they're just clearing out creep waves, but they're losing half their HP.
Oh,
and now,
he needs to be careful.
Replicate away.
That's fine.
Get away. 400 away, there's the Blink Dagger up on Earthshake and Mineski. Pretty hot now. Up to 3,000, 4,000 net worth advantage here over Signature.Trust. Pain. Per Null Talisman. What buy next? Bob, what do you reckon? Go for Lincolns of your own?
I think he might consider even going something like a Majorna. Oh no, he's going for X. They really need something to do with these illusions right now. They're just getting constantly annoyed. Oh, he's going for Midas.
See, I saw him pick up the Void Stone and I was like, yeah, it could be Hex, could be Sphere, could be funky item that you pick up as well. And then he sold it and he's bought himself a Midas. That's what, 3 now, right? Morphling, Phoenix, and Pain. All with Midas.
They're all ready for the long game.
They really are aiming for it. Well,
just all we need, a Naga 80-minute game.
Kells, are you in trouble up here? It looks like you might be. Winter's Curse, Fisher, and everything thrown down onto his head just to secure this kill. Vacuum even, to drag him back to death. He bought his Lincoln Sphere though. 24 minutes in, he's got BOTs. So does Midas, he's got his Lincolns. He has died like 4 times in a row though, and this Gyrocopter QQ looking pretty good. The Naga Siren up to 12k net worth, what you fully expect now, heading on into that Manta style. But the Gyrocopter hookshot it on the Blade Mail on my pro. They've got something to deal with it for the Supernova as well, but now wall is dropped. Jules on the wrong side. The Scar of the Mage evaporates under the power though. Jules is still surviving through it all. Vax back, my pro now.
Oh, the Echo Slam.
Can Jules actually defeat this? The Echo Slam on the back end, not gonna kill anyone off. The Darkseer is still alive. DPs, and there's nothing to stun him.
That was actually a really good fight for Sing. That was not as really good, but they managed to take down the Gyrocopter, the key hero, without the Morphling. and that in itself is pretty decent. They know that the Winter Curse was down, and they know the Naga was nowhere near. But that still doesn't solve the problem of the Naga. He's still split pushing, he's still creating so much pressure on the map. He's taken the mid tower down to half health, and if they don't do something about this quickly, they're just going to be... They're just going to soon realize that there is nowhere for them to farm. They're just going to have to exert all their efforts just to clear the illusions of the Naga.
Have to deal with the A coming in from the rest of the team. Jesse Vash, I'm guessing going for the Yule Scepter build again. That Staff of Wizardry could be 4 staff though to deal with Clockwork, always a great utility item to have. Self out of cogs. Look at this. Abba, he got his Midas, and now he's jumped himself up a ton of gold. Actually, the Queen of Pain has not died yet. So Abba has had a pretty damn good game. My pro is the actually, is my pro complete reverse? Yeah, almost. You've got a 054 Clockwork and a 503 on that Queen of Pain. Up the top, Naga turns back to battle it up against Lakels. He's got the Waveform and the Replicant. Get popped though. But this is the Manta style Naga with the boost of travel, with the Radiance. And soon, it's going to be Octarine Core, I guess. Illusion spammed out as much as you can. Rio always going to walk into my pro. Still away. Now hook shot. Rocket Flare does fly across. Naga TP's down here though. They want to try and prep this for fighting. Guardian Greaves used, an Observer Ward will scout out the advance. There are other teammates, the Morphling and Queen of Pain, they're mid. They are not a part of this, and Q is farming across in the Ancients.
Queen of Pain has to be careful, oh dear.
Got the blink. That's homing missile though, with the Winter's Curse. Good silence, Boom
So
Bell
close.
saving the day there. Abba was more than likely screwed, but he's still in! Rio! Blink Echo, Mystic Flare not enough to take down the ES, but the Quab does escape. Naga Siren just walks straight through them all with a double kill now. Song to save her life, and a Raging Potato. Mr. Bimbo J gets in, gets the job done. And Lakel's Lincoln's is popped now, but the cooldown with the Fisher, he's got Waveform, but the Mystic, the Curse, even the Winter's Curse with the vacuum back. Lakel somehow gets himself away, but MyPro's not going to be as lucky.
Dire's middle tower is
Traps himself in a cage of his own design, and QQ says, thank you very much, I'll have you. What has this Morphling done?
Dire's middle
How did he replicate himself?
Who?
Oh, he replicated the Morphling. He replicated the wall of replica Morphling.
So no, you can't do it on Manta Illusions or on yourself. You used to be able to do it on Shadow Demon Illusions. I don't know if you can do that. Yeah, the Darkseer Wall Illusion. Double Morphling. And now, is this going to be an E-Blade? Or is he just keeping the Ghost Scepter to deal with Gyro and Nagasari?
I think it's definitely going to be an E-Blade. He needs the Afro Blade to be a threat to the other cores that are just farming around the map. It's not going to be as effective as on the Naga, because he can just simply dodge it with the Manta Star. But on the rest of the heroes, like the Wyvern, the Gyrocopter, who still doesn't have his BKB, it's going to be quite an effective way of just forcing them out of the lane, forcing them to not be able to farm and just create pressure on them.
Lakel's has a lot of weight on his shoulders right now. Queen of Pain with her first death there. Slows down her hex a little bit, but get that in a pretty good time. Jesse Vash with a gem, going to be looking for these D wards now though, and these Dar Observer wards, which have been given a little bit of safety to the Morphling, and seeing a little bit where the aggression has been coming from, are going to be cleared out completely. Down at bot lane, Mineski, they're all there. Trust. Blind to draw now. Let's push mid, let's push top. Let's just try and dodge for now. We've got the Midases. We've got that potential to outfarm them and really take this game a little bit later than they want and fight them at their own game. We can split push as well. We've got the Morphling and the Queen of Pain. We can blink, we can TP. We just don't have the Naga Radiant solutions to deal with the creep waves.
Oh, the Morphling can get a Naga illusion anytime he wants. But as the game goes longer, I feel that the Scarab is getting more and more useless. He can barely handle illusion by himself right now. if an illusion just chases him down, he probably will die to the illusion. So he needs to be really careful of where he stands. And the same thing goes for the Clockwork. He doesn't really do well against the illusions. He's really just here to go on the heroes that he needs to go to on, like the Darksaber, who already has the 4-star, so he's not really that afraid. So in the long run, I see Signature.Trust kind of falling off with their heroes, just for the fact that they don't have anything to do with it. And I'm not sure if the Morphling and the Queen of Pain is enough to really out-carry the Naga and the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, because the Morphling is kind of single target, you burst down Darkseer or the Gyro, someone like that. But Gyro with the BKB, he doesn't care too much about the Ethereal Blade. You can just pop that, dodge out the Adaptive Strike, you're not going to get that one-hit kill on him. And then you've still got the rest of the heroes running rampant. Got nothing to counteract the big AoEs. I'm just, like, I wanted to see the Lakel's Morphling. I wanted to see it, but now I kind of wish that it was something different. Something, I don't know, like a Spectre, like even a Medusa. Something that can help them with AoE, clear illusions, but also deal with the rest of the heroes. Because right now, the Morphling, until this point, has farmed. Hasn't made a big impact. He's got 251 last hits. 16,000 net worth, but he's still behind that Naga Siren. He's pretty much even with the Gyrocopter. Maybe now with the E-Blade, he can go and make things happen and make an impact.
Yeah, and they realize the rush is up. Are they going to try to contest, or the Naga illusions are just being such a nuisance, stopping them?
Phoenix is on a third of his HP. The Scarith Mage is going to die. The Scarith Mage is dead.
Oh my gosh.
Actually dies to illusions. And QQ's just in here, you know, soloing Rush casually. Naga Siren is up on the front lines now. Song of the Siren, oh look at that. He's got a Lincoln Sphere of his own. He doesn't go for that Octarine Core. The Naga has a Lincoln's, dodges the E-Blade, doesn't even care about Adaptive Strike, and then kills off the Phoenix, and now he's going to kill off Mypro. Hook shots into the Roche Pit. Somehow gets himself away from there. But Abba's dead, Phoenix is dead. And I just don't think the Signature.Trust have what it takes to win this game.
Signature.Trust must be feeling so frustrated. What they lost to was just really the Naga illusions. Just the Naga illusions, really. The Naga illusions was doing all the work. The Naga illusions single-handedly killed the Scaraf, and it brought the Phoenix so low to a point where all it needed was the Darkseer Wall and the stun, and he just died.
Look at this little dance in the bottom lane. Lakel's is not allowed to TP. He has to morph to full strength now, and is he stuck here? Actually, he's going to have to try and run himself around with a Blink Echo!
Oh.
70 seconds without him, but that was all set up by Rio and Jules. 2v1 on this Morphling. Just running him ragged, making sure he can't do anything. The Song, now with the cooldown, that's going to have to be counterplaced by Mypro, and Snare will trap him in as Jules, Jay, Bimbo, whatever you want to call him. He's here. He's ready to fight. The Blade Mail doesn't really do much against these Naga illusions.
The Naga mid is really working out surprisingly well. They couldn't shut him down in the early game, and now they're just all getting punished in the mid game by the illusions. Just having one illusions on each of the heroes just makes it such that they all just have to run. I mean, look at this. Scaraf can't even do anything. One Riptide and he's almost dead.
Get back into the fountain quickly. The Phoenix is the same story. He bought the Midas, he's got a Mystic Flare now. A Mystic Flare. Got a Mystic Staff. Oh my goodness, it's been a good old day. Good old day. My brain is starting to struggle a little bit here. But yeah, the Phoenix has no item progression. The Morphling has E-Blade, Mypro. Again, no item progression. Even the Queen of Pain, who had a very good timing on the Aghanim Scepter, then bought a Midas, has not gone any further. You're losing your racks now 34 minutes in, and QQ says, thank you very much, I'll take the hook shot to the face. I'll now BKB, I'll turn around and kill you, without even using the BKB. Now when he starts up, he will finally take it up, and now focus the Supernova. They've got the damage up, but they've got the attack speed, and they've got the Winner's Curse. Abba ripped apart by his own teammate, Lakel's. The Morphling down and out as well, with no buybacks from Signature.Trust. Good game is called.
They just got outskilled by the Naga.
Radiant victory.
And the superior team fighting drop from Mineski. Overall, really well played by Mineski.
Well, that's game number 2. Game number 3 will be coming up on ESL_Blue. The European games are coming in here now, thick and fast. Cap will be shares with me. We'll do musical chairs as we switch around. But stay tuned here if you want to watch Euro games. Run over to ESL_Blue. Up in about 5 minutes time. Have the stream up and running, and game number 3